Hello and welcome to the Growing for the Gold website, and I appreciate you taking a minute to maybe get a few more answers about who I am and what I do. And a lot of times, because what I do is unconventional, it brings up a lot of questions, and I definitely understand that. I would feel probably the same way that you're feeling after meeting me the first time. But what I wanted to do is just take a few minutes and answer those questions and help you feel comfortable dealing with me and dealing with our company, and go from there. So anyway, a little bit of background. I was a banker for over 10 years, because a lot of times people ask how I got started with this. I was a banker for over 10 years, and during the downturn, economic downturn, I was looking for a way to do something a little bit different. And I've always had a fascination with precious metals, with gold, silver, platinum, coins. I've always enjoyed those kind of things. And so a friend of mine introduced me to this idea, and that was about 5 years ago. And so I've been doing this for about 5 years, and it's been really fun, really exciting, really win-win, and I love that. And I invite you, just for some more credibility, so you don't have to take my word for it, to go check out my Facebook page. It's Growing for the Gold, and you can go check that out. You can see our growing community. There's over 300 likes on there at the time that I'm making this video. And there's a whole bunch of reviews. You can see what people have said over the past few years since that Facebook page has been on. But really, I just want to give you some comfort dealing with me, and hopefully that will help you out. But what I do and how I do it. So here's the deal. We do everything that a conventional brick and mortar, we buy gold type of store does, except we don't have the overhead that the stores do, okay? And that's really, we have two big competitive advantages. One is we don't have the overhead, so I can pay better prices than what the stores do. And then two, I'm there. I'm at your place. We make the appointment where you're comfortable, where you feel best, either in your home or in a public place, public location. And we go where you feel comfortable, so that we can be there and give you great competitive prices. So that's what the advantages are. Really, what I do is I buy anything that's kind of scrap, gold, silver, platinum. And what I mean by scrap is missing earrings or broken necklaces, rings with stones missing. Sometimes, guys have class rings or coins. Also old silverware sets. Any of those kind of things, there is some value. And if it's just stuff that's hanging around that you don't use, you could get some value for it. So that's what we do. So if you'd like to schedule an appointment, obviously you can text the phone number on the business card. You can call me. You can click the link below this video to schedule an appointment, and go from there. Now, I also want to add that there is some additional services, because from time to time people ask me, Justin, do you do appraisals? And on things like stamps or comic books or sport cards or antiques or jewelry. I mean, there's all kinds of things people ask me if I do appraisals on. And I don't personally do appraisals, but I have partnered with a company that can do that. So yes is the answer to that question. Also, people ask a lot of times, do I sell gold? Like sometimes people want to invest in gold or silver. And the answer to that is yes. I've also partnered with a company that does those services, and you can check that out in the additional services tab just below this video. And so I encourage you to do that. And finally, one of the things that I'm very excited about doing, really is I want to welcome you to our community. And it's a very unique community, just by the nature of what I do and how we do it. It's a lot of fun. Usually people are very happy with, making a little bit of extra money, and it's a fun process. So one of the things I like to do is I like to stay connected as a community, and I want to welcome you into our community. And you can check us out on Facebook. And also, I'm going to be creating YouTube videos on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, which are basically going to be kind of like lessons from the road. Now, the reason that's important is because I do a lot of traveling around, because I drive around and I meet a lot of different people and a lot of different backgrounds, and there's just a lot of great perspective. And so sometimes there's excellent success stories that I can share. There's principles that I'm learning along the way that I'd like to share. And really what I'd like to do is not just have a one-time situation where we meet you and we have a great experience and you make some money, but I also like for you to stay connected and have an ongoing relationship. So as we provide extra services down the road, you'll be able to take advantage of those. And so in order to stay connected, you can do a couple things. You can go like my Facebook page, Growing for the Gold. You can comment, you can write a review. That's always always appreciated. You know, just by the nature of what I do, it's important to have the credibility and let people know that I'm being fair and being legitimate. And so I appreciate you doing that. And then also, we're going to be having an ongoing video blog type of thing. It's basically kind of lessons from the road, and you can check that out on YouTube. And my channel there is Growing for the Gold, as you might expect. So anyway, hopefully this gives you a little bit of background, helps you feel a little bit more comfortable dealing with me and dealing with us. And even though it's unconventional, I understand that, but there is a lot of win-win benefits to doing business without overhead and you know, doing it kind of word of mouth, grassroots, and by referral. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and I hope this answered some questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to call me or text me, or click the link below to set up an appointment. So I appreciate it. You guys have a good day.